What's going on, guys? We are back once again. We're going to be talking about more Digimon adventure. Today, we are finally going to be talking about Digimon episode, I believe we're on 50, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're on, oh no, 49, my bad. We're on episode 49 now. If you guys remember what happened last week, and you guys don't want to be spoiled for this week, then I do highly recommend you click off the video. But we need to go and talk about this episode. This is more of a dramatic, emotional episode now with our villains trying to get Melimon back, which I believe, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. We have where Matt tells uh, Sora as well as Izzy that, hey, we need to go do this. We need to try to stop them. And he tells Mimi as well as Joe to look after TK and Kari because, again, with what happened with Ty, we don't know if he's alive or dead. They're going to meet him. So they start trying to attack, of course, Millennium before he gets into his full form. And we have this episode where they're trying to go up against Milamon's being transformed, and he is getting transformed, but he's gathering a new body from all the data that was saved in him by the previous Digimon that we were talking about, the one that was collecting data for him to have a new body. Then we see, of course, where Mimi starts trying to, help Kari, and we see where, of course, everyone is beyond tired, they're beyond exhausted from fighting, and Kari she's taking her brother's death, obviously, and we have where Mimi tries to cheer her up by saying, I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of birthdays, events, and a lot of memories that, you're going to hold on to, and, tell me about them, and we just see a whole bunch of different memories with Ty and Kari, and Mimi tells her, just I like people smiling. She says because it reminds me of what my grandpa says. As long as he has family and good friends in the same room, it's gonna make him smile. And when she does that, it really does help Kari to realize, hey, maybe Ty's still alive. Maybe he was able to survive. Same thing with Agumon. So we do see a lot of different in this episode where even Mimi starts talking through the comm, and even Kari starts talking, where it actually gives everybody hope to actually keep going, to keep fighting, to keep striving to fight this enemy. And unfortunately, Milamon does get to his final form, so to speak. He does come into this world, and we see where Gatomon even says, I guess it's too late that we weren't able to stop him. And when this happens, of course, he's just beyond huge, and he just starts radiating this massive amount of just evil energy throughout the land. And we even saw Leomon and everybody else on the island and in the other area that the Millenniumons just, before he was able to rise, he was, giving this just amount of energy into the lands, and they all knew, something evil is coming. And so now with Millenniumons being able to be risen, we have where the heroes, they tried to blast Millennium, but Millennium just, shredded them, just absolutely shredded them. And the only one that's really left would probably be Matt and Metal Garurumon. But as soon as that happens, we just see this massive light blast up through the massive amounts of evil energy, and you see, of course, where War Greymon, and obviously, Kari sees War Greymon, and she's thinking, okay, Ty's still alive, and obviously, War Greymon still is too, and we just see where he just kind of comes up in the light. So more than likely in the next episode, we are going to be seeing a War Greymon, I guess, return to the battle, I guess, so to speak, or we don't know if everyone's going to be in one alliance to try to fight, or if they're going to try to fight them separately, or if we're going to be seeing more evolutions from the rest of the group until they're healed. So it's going to be really interesting to see where this episode is going to be taking us, especially since the group, they've lost one of their leaders. Kari lost her brother. Don't know if he's still alive. And again, this really was major character development, not only for Matt, taking the reins to be the full leader right now, as well as Mimi being more of a caretaker to not just herself and, of course, to Palamon, but more to Kari, like a big sister to her. And I found that really cool. I found that to be really interesting that she went on to be the older, friend, the older big sister, to kind of be like, look, it's okay. Like, I'm sure he's okay. Like, I'm sure he's gonna come back. And so I think that was pretty interesting. But I did enjoy this episode. I found it to be really interesting. I found it to be real enticing, dramatic even. But overall, I was waiting for a little bit more of a dramatic return, but I think we're going to be seeing that in the next episode. But overall, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below. If you guys are new channel, so about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video. If you guys enjoy, click notification bell so you guys know if I have time to upload. And as normal, I'll see you guys on the next one.